In the article by Kim Sofin, we read about a case involving a 4-year-old boy who was mentally disabled because he's been living in an apartment with illegally coated lead paint. So when the court was negotiating his compensation, they noted that the boy was Hispanic and he was unlikely to advance in education and earn a larger income. So as a result, they gave him and his family less money. This is a problem we've seen within society, and there's a large gap between resources in urban communities and resources in suburban communities. The reason why the attorney thinks that it's okay for the reason why attorney thinks it's okay to say that Hispanic males won't make as much money in a lifetime as a white male is because many studies have shown that people who live in urban areas do not have the same resources as those who live in suburban areas. The article Disparities with Condren discusses that what spending money might have to do with education. If they don't maintain schools and they don't keep textbooks up to date, that hinders a child from learning. They took data from 89 public and elementary schools in Ohio and noticed that urban schools are at a high disadvantage.
As talked about in the article, a field experiment on labor market discrimination, employer discrimination is a key factor in why African Americans do poorly in the labor market. It is a vicious cycle. Employers refuse to hire Hispanics and African Americans, therefore they're unable to earn a sufficient income, thus in this case making it impossible to collect higher compensations in the event of an injury. In an experiment they conducted, job applicants with African American sounding names got far fewer callbacks. So in terms of valuing all lives equally, employers are simply neglecting to do so. When they hear a name like Tyrone, they are assuming that a person comes from a disadvantaged background. They're explicitly discriminating against these people, which is not fair.